criminals, had a change of heart. He was mocking Jesus at first, it says, but somewhere along the line, his eyes were opened and he could see who Jesus was. And all this is a beautiful picture of being saved by grace alone and faith alone in Jesus Christ. Because certainly this man didn't earn it. He wasn't baptized. He didn't speak in tongues. He didn't do the sacraments. He didn't go to confession with a Catholic priest. He didn't live a life of health, wealth, and prosperity. He never was slain in the Spirit. He didn't recite the Apostles' Creed or the Heidelberg Catechism. He never had an altar call or said the sinner's prayer. He never went to church. He never went to a Bible study. He never even read the Bible. Yet here he was. He was saved by grace alone and faith alone in Jesus Christ. First, in verse 40, he rebuked the other robber and asked him, "Don't you fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation?" So obviously, this robber did fear God. And that's a great start. Proverbs chapter 9 tells us the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. In the first part of verse 41, there was an admittance of guilt. We deserve this punishment we're getting. In other words, I'm a sinner and I'm guilty. Next, he says that Jesus was innocent, but unlike Pilate and unlike Judas, he didn't stop there. In verse 42, he says to Jesus, "Remember me when you go into your kingdom." So he believed. He believed in who Jesus was, and he believed in what Jesus said. Remember that Abraham believed God, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. And when the crowd in John chapter 6 asked Jesus what they must do to work the work of God, Jesus said this: "This is the work of God, that you believe in him whom he has sent." And that's what this robber did. He feared God. He admitted he was a sinner. He repented and he believed. He humbled himself. And James 4 tells us that if we humble ourselves before the Lord, he will lift us up. And in verse 43, Jesus gives him a beautiful promise. Let's read it again.